Welcome to Boozy Movies, where watching movies and making cocktails is what we do.
That's right. Cinco de Mayo is upon us, and everyone loves a good margarita, so we figured might as well take this opportunity, even if you have no affiliation with the holiday whatsoever, like most of Americans, and make some drinks.
Today we have 3 margaritas for you, and we're going to talk movies that have margaritas in them.
Yeah, because if you're gonna drink margaritas, it's always fun to, watch a movie.
Our first cocktail is going to be the blueberry passion fruit mezcal margarita. So those of you mezcal lovers, get ready.
Our second one is going to be a hibiscus margarita.
Yeah, kind of your creation.
A little bit. I mean, I'm sure somebody has created it somewhere, but for the next 37 seconds, I'll take credit for it.
And our third most exciting margarita is the Porn Star Marg, featured in our Boozy movie.
Can you guess what movie it might belong to?
Why don't you think about that? And we're gonna get started with the blueberry passion fruit mezcal margarita. So that 10 times fast.
Yeah. Let's mix it up. For the ingredients, we will be using mezcal, passion fruit liqueur, lime juice, blueberry juice, agave, Aquafaba, Habanero Bitters, and sage.
In a shaker tin, combine 1.5 ounces mezcal, 3/4 of an ounce passion fruit liqueur, 1/2 ounce fresh lime juice, 3/4 of an ounce blueberry juice, 1/2 ounce agave, 1 ounce Aquafaba, 1 to 2 dashes of Habanero Bitters. Add ice, a spring, and more ice. Cover and shake for 30 seconds. Strain into the highball with a large rock. Garnish with a blueberry and sage spear. And here we have it, the blueberry passion fruit mezcal margarita.
We just love a cocktail that has basically all the ingredients in the name. You know exactly what you're getting.
We just don't have a movie assigned to this one. It's
Yeah.
really what it is.
So if you can think of a movie that you think might go well with this, so like a sort of a blueberry cocktail, right? I forgot the habanero bitters are in there. So it's really nice. It has a nice smoky kick to it. And the blueberry and the passion fruit go really, really well together. The passion fruit, we do have aquafaba in this, but the passion fruit also is a little thicker and creamier. Mm-hmm. So it does have like a creamier texture instead of kind of like, if you ever had a watered down margarita, sometimes those, just aren't that good. But
Yeah.
lot going on here.
A few things that I really like about this cocktail is that it isn't a watered down cocktail, which I think is like my biggest pet peeve when I go somewhere and get like a margarita or whatever.
It's too sugary.
This one has really nice balance. It's fruity. I wouldn't say anything really overpowers the other.
I forget how many dashes of habanero bitters you put in. It might have been a couple.
It's like 1.5.
I think it was more like 2.5, but who's counting? We'll let you guys, let us know below how much we really put in. Okay, settle that bet for us. But yeah, it is. It's kind of fun to have a little bit of a zip and a little bit of heat with like a blueberry flavor, and I really like the sage garnish. I just love having a cocktail when you go in to drink it. Not only do you get it, in the taste buds, but also the smell of it and smell of something else. And sage is just so fresh.
It's a great, sage is really great for more savory type liquors, and I would put mezcal in that.
I think we can probably move on now to
Yeah.
our second cocktail, which is just the hibiscus margarita.
Yes, we've got lots of cocktails to get through, so let's move on.
Let's do it.
You're gonna need silver tequila, Viking Blod mead, hibiscus syrup, agave, lime juice, saline, and black salt.
In a shaker tin, we're going to combine 2 ounces of silver tequila, 3/4 of an ounce Viking Blod mead, a 1/2 ounce hibiscus syrup, a 1/4 ounce agave, 3/4 of an ounce lime juice, and a dropper of saline. Add ice, cover, and shake until chilled. Double strain into a coupe with black salt on one side. Garnish with a slap of cilantro and a hibiscus flower. And here is the hibiscus margarita.
Woohoo.
A very deep red color. I think the majority of that really comes from the hibiscus syrup. And what we have is, it's a jar of hibiscus flowers And we just take the syrup from that, and you also garnished it with a hibiscus flower as well.
That is right.
Which is edible.
It is edible. And deliciously pretty. Another one of my gripes is that I don't like watered down margaritas, and I don't like hibiscus drinks that don't taste like hibiscus.
Which seems to be a common trend.
Yeah, I mean, but what does hibiscus even taste like?
It's weird. We've ordered drinks that are hibiscus drinks, and maybe it's just that there's not like an overly
Distinct
pungent flavor. You know, you get some like with creme de violet or elderflower liqueur. You know, those have such distinct
floral flavors.
Fragrances. And you have a hibiscus, and there's just not much. A great color. It looks awesome. You know, it does come out in this one.
Yeah, you can taste kind of this interesting, like light semi-citrus, almost like a honey kind of flavor. Some of that is, of course, coming out because we found that doing the hibiscus syrup with this particular mead really helps bring out those flavors.
Yeah. So this is the Viking Blod. It's a Nordic honey wine with dried hibiscus and ginger added. It's called Viking Blod, and it's got a red label. You might think it's going to have this nice, vibrant red color. It doesn't.
We thought it might.
Yeah, but it's still really tasty. And you also garnished it with cilantro. Those are all extras and fun extras. I never really knew there were so many people out there that kind of have an aversion to cilantro.
Yeah, I mean, there's this gene.
I don't.
Yeah, there's a gene out there that makes cilantro taste kind of soapy. You don't have to eat the cilantro, but the cilantro is nice. Coriander, aka cilantro, is very popular in all sorts of cuisines. There's not a whole lot of scent, maybe a slight scent, because we usually like our garnishes to actually do something for the cocktail.
So if you're new to this channel, and I don't know why you would be, but if you are new, essentially what we do is we come up with cocktails in the theme of movies. We have not come up with a movie for this one. So if you guys out there can help us think of what movie this might go with, we would be greatly appreciated.
And for just a second, while you're in the comments section telling us what movie this would perfectly go to, as well as that blueberry passion fruit, Mark, we would love it if you'd stop for just 1 second and hit that like button. And if you can, hit that bell. All of that really, really helps us out, and we really appreciate all of your support.
We are on to our third margarita.
Our third margarita. It was a movie that we did pretty early on, like week 5 or 6, and really hit things off for us. This marg was very, very popular on the internet. So
they liked it.
Yes.
It was passed around.
Called the Porn Star Marg, based off of the Porn Star Martini. Can you guess what movie it's for?
Should we tell them now or wait?
Well, let's make it.
We're going to be using tequila, passion fruit liqueur, passion fruit puree, lime juice, rich vanilla simple syrup, vanilla, and a cheap sparkling rosé.
To make Roller Girl, prepare a large 16-ounce margarita glass with half salt and half sugar rim. Drop in 2 small spheres and place in the freezer. Combine in a shaker 2 ounces of tequila, 3/4 of an ounce passion fruit liqueur, 1 1/4 ounce passion fruit puree, 3/4 of an ounce lime juice, 3/4 of an ounce vanilla simple syrup, and a bar spoon of vanilla. Add ice, cover, and shake until chilled. Double strain into the prepared margarita glass. Top with 3 ounces of sparkling rosé.
And here is the Roller Girl. I think it's your turn, my dear.
Yes.
So, if you have not guessed what movie this cocktail is after, I think we should do the great reveal. And that is Boogie Nights. Because Roller Girl. We have the 2 spheres in there, which could be roller skates, could be something else, we don't know. But it is a great porn star margarita.
And one of my favorite things with margs is the half salt, half sugar rim. Gives you kind of some options while you're drinking.
You can have it both ways.
Enhance your experience.
Love all the passion fruit that's in there. The Chinola passion fruit liqueur is really good. And then the passion fruit puree also just brings it to another level. So if you're a passion fruit fan, you're gonna like this cocktail.
Yeah, and the bubbly is really amazing in this, and the vanilla, all of those things.
The bubbly really helps just like liven it up. Also, the vanilla in this cocktail. We have a rich vanilla simple syrup, and then we even just, on top of that, have a little bar spoon of vanilla as well. And you definitely get that in this drink.
Yes, it makes it really smooth, really delicious, super dangerous. And it's in this giant margarita glass too, so...
You're topping it with champagne or a rosé, better watch out.
Maybe spend some time watching Boogie Nights.
I mean, it's a 3-hour movie. There's no rush. And they make margaritas in Boogie Nights. And it's one of the most fun scenes where Dirk and then John C. Reilly characters kind of meet up and everything. And he's making margaritas, and they're just kind of like hanging out and just really getting to know each other. And it's a really fun scene, and it's fun that they're just drinking margaritas.
Yeah, Boogie Nights is a really great movie to drink with margaritas. What other movies are great with margaritas?
Well, one, I think we should bring our other margaritas back in.
Yeah, actually, let's do that.
All right, we got our hibiscus, which is a deeper purple. We got them kind of lined up here.
Yeah.
And this one's still holding the nice pink color.
Oh yeah, pretty. We
did do some research online, and we were trying to figure out, okay, what movies have margaritas in them? And one that came out right away, and is actually a favorite one of mine, is the most recent Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. They go out to this Mexican restaurant and they get hammered.
Oh.
And then you may remember he makes a margarita in a big pitcher, and that's when he hears the car outside and he walks out and he's like drinking the margarita.
That's right.
So there are margaritas in that movie.
Yeah, we're gonna have to do that one. Another movie that we haven't quite seen, but we
watched the scene on YouTube.
We watched the scene on YouTube, and that was Practical Magic. That kind of came up in all of the lists that we saw on the internet, was the Practical Magic midnight margarita scene.
Sounds awesome.
This
Sounds like
might
a great
make
idea.
a good midnight margarita.
I think it could.
It's kind of pretty, a little bit witchy looking.
Absolutely, yeah. It definitely is.
But yeah, fun scene. They make some margaritas. They have a little dance.
Yeah, seance. I don't know what you call that.
Yeah, because they're supposed to be witches, right?
Apparently.
So that was fun. We might have to do Practical Magic in Halloween time.
Yeah, I mean, we could use. We were looking for a cocktail for it.
That's right.
Yeah. Now there is one that a lot of people might not know about, and you actually have to look really close and probably pause it or watch the scene in slow motion. But there is a very famous one in Jurassic World.
Honestly, I think it's amazing, and it's like it should be like the most infamous margarita scene ever, because it's like Jimmy Buffett, like they're all running from the pterodons or pterodactyls. I think it's the pterodons because they're bigger than pterodactyls. Anyway, so they're running from all of these dinosaurs, and Jimmy Buffett's like got these 2 margaritas, and he's like trying to run with them. It's so funny.
It's pretty
fantastic.
Good. Well, we have 3 what we think are different and really tasty margaritas. We didn't want to do kind of the same thing that has been done, a bunch of times. These are, in our mind, very different. Again, what we do here is we match cocktails with movies. So what are some other movies that are sort of infamous with either people drinking margaritas or making margaritas? We would love to know that, because we'll just add it to our list for next year.
Yeah, we're on the hunt. Give us some movies.
Well, I think it's time we call this a wrap.
Yeah, we've got some margaritas to finish.
We should cheers. I'll probably end up drinking most of them, but I'm really excited for these, and we're going to go watch, I don't know, what movies to watch? Maybe some Desperado? That might be fun from dusk till dawn. Let us know what you're going to be watching on Cinco de Mayo. All right. Time to go.
Let's go.
Cheers.
Cheers.